Welcome everybody to another issue of Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and I hope you're all enjoying the absolute craziness that is Spider-Man on PS4. If you have Xbox, I'm sorry, go buy a PS4. I'm not a PS4 fanboy, I've had both, and I rather the PS4, but yeah, so I've been conspicuous by my absence on Instagram for a few days since that came out. So tonight I've taken the time out to review some new stuff for y'all and get some content back up on the page. So tonight I'm going to review something got to do with Xbox, actually. Sort of. Well, in a roundabout way. So this figure is Darth Revan from Star Wars The Black Series, and it is number 34. There we go, 34 on the Black Series. So this character isn't from any of the prequel films or any of the films in general, and it isn't from any of the animations. Darth Revan is from the popular, well, in my head, it's very popular, the popular Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game that originally came out for PC and Xbox, the original Xbox. And I'm going to talk a little about his background now, and that contains spoilers for that game. So if you haven't played it, considering the game's about 10 to 15 years old now, fast forward a minute or so, or just block your ears. So basically, Darth Revan and Darth Malak were the antagonists in that game, where you woke up unconscious at the start, and you were, as a former Jedi, you had to rebuild all your powers, and it was done through like RPG leveling up and stuff, until the very, very end, when you find out that you've been tricked all along and that you've actually been Darth Revan from the start. This badass motherfucker. Excuse my language. It's deserved for this guy though. Basically, yeah. So you're Darth Revan all along, and it's just made for the greatest twist in any video game story I've ever played. And since then, I've kind of always been a little bit obsessed with the character. So let's start off. Yeah, I'll do the review first, and I'll talk a little bit more about himself. So let's start with the box, right? Let's put old Dart back here. The box, if you don't collect Star Wars Black Series, this is what your average box looks like. There's nice little artwork on the front right there. Darth Revan, age, whatever that language is. And the bubbles in there, it had the two lightsabers, what have you. Has Star Wars up here, another window at the top, nothing at the bottom, just like Marvel Legends, just a lot of legal shit. At the side, you can see from the side as well. So it is actually designed with MOC collectors in mind as well. There's plenty of ways to look. And if you see here, if you want to read it there, you can pause it, all the different languages and stuff. And just a bigger version of that picture that's on the front. It really looks really cool with his visor and the whole lot. And on the side, number 34, the Black Series is numbered, and that's the box. Now, as I said, I'm not a box collector, so I just throw away the box usually. But since I've started doing these reviews, I've started to keep them just to show you guys in the reviews, because I've seen a lot of people, when they're doing these reviews, always do an unboxing beforehand. I started my first review, Silver Surfer, I think it was, with an unboxing, but lately I just can't control myself when it comes to buying new figures, and I just have to open them instantly. But I do think of you guys, and I keep the boxes just to show you. So let's start with the figure, okay? So accessories wise, he comes with two lightsabers, one kind of purpley bluish, and the other red one. So in the game, right, there's a good and bad system. So you can make Darth Revan good and send him back to being a Jedi, or bad. So other figures I've reviewed have often bemoaned the lack of soft goods. So this is a line that does soft goods all the time, and I just want to show you. So if we start with our articulation, okay? He has uppy downy ankles. It does not, slight rocker, look, if you do. Knees are double jointed, you can see him alright, but I don't think he needs them. His legs can go out that far, up this far, up like that. He can ninja kick, and the same as Marvel Legends, he can go back a bit. Waist articulation, he can go around this far, but he's hindered by his tunic thing there. And the same at the other side. No, he can go around, all the way around. Well, let's go back just in case. Shoulder or wrist articulation. If you can see, it goes left to right. It goes down a bit and up a bit as well. Tiny bit of movement there. Same on this side. The elbows are single jointed, I think. Yeah, single jointed elbows. Disappointing a bit. The arms, no bicep swivel. They can just barely go up because the hood is holding it down a bit. And the head, if you really push it, you can get left and right. But no real. And there is some sort of ab crunch thing there as well. But again, it's hindered by the armour. But like, for me, this guy doesn't need a lot of articulation because it's all about the sculpt from this guy. If you look at the detail on the chest piece here, it just looks amazing. And the hard plastic as well, it really suits the figure. The colours are done so well throughout. And if you lift up his skirt, you can see the boots and the black are all done really well. By the way, if I'm not showing you these figures right, please let me know in the comments, because I'm only copying what most of the other guys do. So, to be honest with you, like, down to the soft goods. This thing, the tunic, is kind of soft, bendable plastic. It just hangs there. It doesn't need to really do much more. Same with the skirt, the belt thing. But if you look at the cloth kind of skirt, it's so cool. Watch the back of it, is where it really comes into its own. All little rips and tears, like battle tears. And on the cloak as well. Very, like, wouldn't something like that be class on Magneto or someone like that? Be really cool instead of this hard plastic that hinders movement. Let's look at the face a bit. The paint is like a dirty kind of, it just looks fantastic. So basically, like, it's not a technically very good figure, but it doesn't need to be. Would be my verdict. It's great for a piece to sit in the shelf. Darth Revan doesn't. You're not going to be getting him into massive poses. There's the Jedi themselves. Like that for me, if I can get the camera straight, that for me is a great pose, because when I was playing it, I used to always bring him to the dark side. Unfortunately, like, what I'd love is Darth Malak and Bastila and Cartonasi, who were the three other main characters from the game, to have figures made of them. I know Bastila and Malak had figures in the 3.75 collection, and they were impossible to find, and now horrible prices to get. I had Malak at one stage and ended up selling him because of the price he had, and I needed the money at the time. But yeah, that's Darth Revan, this guy. And just to mention, kapowtoys.co.uk, that's where I got him as well, and I think they're still on sale there. So I would pick this guy up if you're into those games at all, even if you're just into random Star Wars baddies, because he's the baddest on the planet. And I would love, baddest in the universe, for me anyway, and I would love to see him done in a film of some kind, a film. But look at it, you can see the light, the darkness there again when I turn off the light. He's a savage figure, so thumbs up from me to Darth Revan. And again, if you could please subscribe to the page, like it. You can follow me at Brian Regan Action Figures on Instagram, and you can find me on the Marvel Legends Community UK page and the Daily Dork UK page on Facebook. And that's me out for today. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks, guys.